From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. A Southern Ontario police officer is expected to survive being shot during an exchange of gunfire with a suspect. Niagara Regional Police says the officer was hit in the chest this morning in Welland, Ontario, and sent to hospital as a precaution. Ontario Premier Doug Ford commented at an unrelated news conference in Buffalo, New York.
She's a wonderful person. She's going to survive. And I just want to say our prayers and thoughts are with the family. Our prayers and thoughts are with all the police.
A hospital and schools near the shooting site were locked down earlier, and police had issued a shelter-in-place notice for surrounding homes. A Quebec judge has granted bail to a man whose 1994 convictions for 4 murders are now under review. Daniel Jolivet's case is being examined by a federal panel for a possible miscarriage of justice. Global Affairs Canada summoned the Israeli ambassador immediately after learning a delegation had been blocked from entering the West Bank. 2 MPs from that delegation asked the Foreign Affairs Minister to get Israel to explain why Israeli border officials pushed an Ontario MP while the group was being held for several hours at a border crossing. Alberta is dealing with a particularly nasty flu season, overloading the province's hospitals. Alberta Health Minister Adriana LaGrange says the response includes adding temporary hospital beds, more staff, and using virtual hospital supports to help patients recover safely at home.
It is a particularly virulent strain that is not well matched to the vaccine that is out there, particularly in Alberta, the one that was promoted and given to us to disperse. So I would say that, we're doing everything we can.
Alberta is urging folks to stay away from emergency rooms unless they're really sick. A cybersecurity expert says the U.S. TikTok deal likely won't affect the social media app's Canadian users. Robert Falzon says Canadians will keep using the international version of the app that's still owned and influenced by China's ByteDance. A national security review of that company led Ottawa to order TikTok to shut its Canadian operations in 2024. Retail sales data for October shows the holiday shopping season got off to a muted start.
Statistics Canada reports retail sales fell 0.2% in October, as sales in 4 of the 9 subsectors it tracks were down. However, the agency's estimate for November pointed to a rebound of 1.2%. TD Economics says the holiday shopping season got off to a flat start, and that despite November's potential rise, underlying trends are still weak. TD says only a handful of discretionary categories like clothing and electronics continue to show positive momentum. Michelle Zedekian, The Canadian Press.
This is The Canadian Press. In sports, the Edmonton Oilers have placed goaltender Tristan Jarry on injured reserve. Jarry left Edmonton's 3-1 win at Boston last night, late in the second period, after he slid quickly from his left to right while trying to make a save. The Oilers have also placed forward Jack Roslovic on long-term injured reserve, but haven't said why. The Winnipeg Jets have a tough assignment tonight as they take on the NHL-leading Colorado Avalanche in Denver. Also tonight, the last-place Vancouver Canucks visit the New York Islanders. The BC Lions have signed American linebacker Darnell Sankey to a 1-year contract. He spent the last 3 seasons with the Montreal Alouettes, helping them win a Grey Cup in 2023. And Toronto reliever Tyler Rogers says the Blue Jays were the first team to reach out to him on the opening day of free agency. The 35-year-old says the Jays were more aggressive than any other club, resulting in a 3-year deal worth $37 million U.S. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.